Hello, our next speaker, Dr. Biju. Here to you, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, sir, you are audible and slides are also visible
Am
with
I
you.
visible and audible?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Some glitches are coming. Okay. First, a very good evening to all of you, and I wish you all a happy Vasanta Panchami that on February 14th. And first of all, let me thank the organizers, AFT, EFS, Vital Biotech, and the Vital Link of Vital Biotech, and my friend Dr. Jitendra Mehta for inviting me for this lecture. And before starting the lecture, let me say a big sorry. I'm extremely sorry from the inside of my heart for the technical glitch which occurred at the time of my start, which was supposed to be the second one. So, without wasting any time, and thanking Aishwarya for the lengthy introduction of me. Which she carried out earlier. I heard that till the end, and by the time I was about to share the slide, the bandwidth got low and I got locked out. So, without wasting any time, and thanking Dr. Jitendra, Vital Biotech, and AFTEFS, as well as Aishwarya, I go straight into my topic, that is precision animal nutrition, or PAN, as an innovative tool in the feeding of domestic ruminants. Next, please. Yesterday, I think at the same time, same day, same time, you must have heard our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji speaking in Abu Dhabi and mentioning about India becoming Viksit Bharat, or a developed country, by 2047. And in the very same speech, the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, was saying that India is number one position in milk production, which all of us know. And regarding the Indian milk production, the smallholder agriculture, or the smallholder livestock, play an important role regarding the number of people employed, providing livelihood, providing food security, and last but not the least, 43%, or nearly half of the smallholders are women. That is Nari Shakti. Next, please. I'm going a bit fast because I have a lot of slides and I don't want to waste your precious time. And regarding market, regarding livestock, any product, if market is not there, that product will be of no use. And regarding our market in India or in the developing countries of the world, especially India and Asia, about 80 to 90 percentage of the markets are traditional or informal markets, but they are being threatened by supermarketization. That is, the smallholder is being threatened to be taken over by the big shots like the Walmart and so Walmart and so on. Next, please. Also, some basics regarding India geographical area. India ranks seventh in the world population. All of us know 143 billion, or 1430 million. That is 17.76 percentage of the total population. Only 2.5 percentage of the geographical area, but nearly eight times it holds in population. Per capita income at present it is 139, but by 2047, definitely by currently India is the fifth ranked country in the world. Then by 2030 we plan to become third, and by 2047 we plan to become a developed country. Next, please. These things you can see the PPT which the organizers will share to you. And livestock and poultry sector are very important. Globally, the livestock and poultry sector contribution to the global GDP is 40%, while in India it is only 28.4. That shows there is a great scope for improvement and there is huge potential. Um, uh, this, the potential has got benefits for farmers. At the same time, there are benefit perceived risk also. That is the other side of the coin. The enlargement of the private sector, then public PPP, public-private participation, the policy support. With all these, we are planning to overcome the risks which are created by environment as well as resource degradation. Next, please. Regarding population, India is having not only the highest milk production, but also the largest number of cattle and buffaloes in the world. Not going into the statistics, I think nearly 303 million cattle and buffaloes taken together in India. That is the first in the world, and milk production wise also first in the world. Next, please. And growth trends of production as far as India is concerned, the livestock products, whether it is milk, meat, or eggs, the annual growth rate is approximately 6% in India over the last 10 years, if you take. Next, please. And the purpose, I told in the first slide itself that we have got a great scope for development, animal husbandry, dairying, and what are the benefits as far as the ultimate end user or stakeholder is concerned. First, livelihood security is ensured, then attracting and retaining youth, then skill development, human resource development, then linking the smallholder farmers, then intensification of livestock production for smallholder and landless farmers. I told you 80 to 90% of the livestock production in India is under smallholder. Next, please. And employment generation. India is having a great demographic advantage of having a high population with aged between 20 to 50. Creating any job or any enterprise which creates employment, that is an employment intensive enterprise. Livestock rearing is an employment intensive enterprise. It will cater to the needs of 100 million dairy farmers. Apart from that, it has to cater to the needs of 1,366 million of the total Indian people are a population of India are currently jobless. Of these, a considerable chunk, 122 million, it can cater to the jobless. Animal husbandry is a highly employment intensive sector. Next, please. And region-wise demand, I told you by 2030, regarding the other countries, almost saturation. I told you 40% livestock and poultry, the GDP contribution. But in India and developing countries, it is hardly 25%, 28%. So there is a great scope for improvement. Otherwise, in developed countries, almost saturated. Next, please. Per capita availability also, India is having a potential for great scope for improvement. These are the per capita availability as well as the ICMR recommendations. You see the gap between the recommendation and the consumption. So there is a great scope for improvement in the milk, meat, and egg consumption in India, which I think will occur in the coming years. Next, please. We have got a state-wise split up, and my state, Kerala, again lagging behind in the consumption of milk as well as meat. Here also, we have got great scope for improvement and meeting the ICMR recommendation. Next, please. Then how the demand will be met? So, in short, I was just intending to say that there is a great scope and there is great demand, upcoming demand. How to meet the demand? Very easy to say by showing slides. There are three scenarios, three hypothetical. First one, meeting livestock demand by importing livestock product. Again, it is costly. Scenario two, meet the livestock demand by importing the technology. Technology again is costly. Then the third scenario, India meets the livestock demand by transforming the smallholder livestock systems. Yes, that is our aim. By transforming the smallholder livestock system, which occupies 80 to 90% of the total livestock in India, we can transform our livestock sector in tune with the visions of our Honorable Prime Minister, that is Viksit Bharat, the self-reliant and developed India by 2047. Then how we will meet the demand by transforming the smallholder livestock system, we will see in the coming slides. Next, please. Of course, very easy to say that there is a great scope. You produce milk, you produce meat, but how to produce a cow to produce milk? You have to give feed. You have to provide feed and fodder. And you know, India is a developing country. One second, uh, again, extremely sorry. Some pop-ups have come up. Can you please come to the previous slide? I was just mentioning about the previous slide. Yeah. In India, the screen for feed and fodder resources are shrinking drastically. 50 to 80 purely depend on grazing. This smallholder livestock. Even for those for whom feed and fodder are available, there is a fodder shortage of 49%. And you know, as far as India is concerned, only 4% of the total cultivable land is used for cultivation. And India is short in 24% in dry fodder, 63% in green fodder, and in concentrates by 76%. And coming to my state, that is Kerala. Concentrate, you can buy it for, if you pay a premium price of 31 rupees per kg. When coming to fodder, green fodder is 75% short and dry fodder is 81% deficit in Kerala. The scenario is not so promising, but still there is light at the end of the tunnel. Next, please. I told you about environment degradation while speaking about the constraints. The biggest constraint is greenhouse gas emission. Of course, cow is a ruminant. Any ruminant, we are speaking about ruminants. The end product of carbohydrate digestion are volatile fatty acids and gases, carbon dioxide and methane. They got a global warming potential. They are greenhouse gases, ruminant enteric fermentation, nearly 33 percentage of the greenhouse gas is contributed by that. Then ruminant waste, that is the straw and stover, when they are burnt, they cause environmental pollution, especially in Delhi, the capital city, national capital region. This has caused a great problem, the burning of stubble in Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Next slide, please. Lack of time, I'm not going into the details of all these things. And climate change is a very huge phenomenon, which is enveloping or engulfing the whole of the world, and India and Kerala are not an exception. Let me state by taking the example of Kerala. Kerala has been flooded by heavy rains in 2018, 19, and 20. The 2018 floods were so severe, and this is one aspect of global warming and climate change. And take the recent scenario. India and the world went through a severe cold spell until a week ago. Now it is February halfway. Still, it is severe cold in Kerala, a place, Wayanad, where I am sitting. The temperature is 17 degrees, and I put on a sweater also. And so many reasons. The polar vortex phenomenon is one of the principal reasons worldwide. There is a cool air from the poles that is blowing towards the south. Next, please. Since this is not my topic, then why this winter is extra cold? And this I have taken a headline from Indian Express, I think from December 9. we Delhi witnessed longest December cold spell in 22 years. So many reasons. One of them is heavy snowfall in the Himalayas, melting of ice. Then the cold northwesterly winds from the Himalayas are influencing the temperature. Then the layer of cloud cover over the city that is preventing the sunlight from breaking through, mainly due to the burning of stubble and all. Then, to add insult to injury, there was light rain over Delhi National Capital Region and late in the New Year's Eve. And a couple of days back, on the day of the budget, I saw our Honorable Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharamanji entering the Parliament under the shade of an umbrella. I think a hailstorm was also occurring. So many aspects of climate change. The weather is highly unpredictable. Next, please. One of the principal contributing factors of climate change is water scarcity. With water scarce, how can you cultivate the fodder? And post floods, many places in Kerala face severe water shortage. That is, after the floods, the water has not percolated into the soil. That has resulted in decreased groundwater levels. And regarding water, 83% of the water is used for agriculture purpose, and the rest is 17% only for domestic and industrial purpose. 25% is used for rice cultivation alone. And 2030, the same year which we become the third economy in the world, India will be facing 50% shortage of water. And climate change is the principal incriminating factor. Next, please. And one of the principal reasons I told about the polar vortex and the El Nino phenomenon. That is the reason for the now in a couple of weeks, climate will entirely change. The heavy summer will come in, and severe drought is bound to occur. So since 2015, 16, every year this El Nino is exerting a severe influence on the Indian subcontinent. With the net result, the drought again a big question mark bound to looming close by. The monsoon has decreased over the last 5 to 6 years. The severe shortage of groundwater I've already told. And in short, or in a nutshell, we can say the tropics have become a place where any natural calamity can happen. That is to the extremes. So we should be prepared. We should be prepared in every respect. And that was which was spelled out in the Katowice World Climate Change Summit of 2018. And Katowice is a place in Poland that Katowice summit has spelled out for us and for the world to be very careful about climate change. Next, please. And water scarcity, coming back to water scarcity, which brought into all these things into discussion. Water scarcity in agriculture, I think many of the speakers are from agriculture. India is currently suffering from the worst water crisis in its history since its independence. And one of the solutions with the agriculturists have come out is precision farming in agriculture. That is more crop per drop. For each drop, you get more crop. Next, please. And in the same parlance, we bring on to livestock rearing or animal husbandry, that is precision feeding or information intense nutrition, IIN, or personalized nutrition. The jargon might sound complex, but it is very simple. Giving the right amount of feed, the right composition, and right proportion, the right time to animals, that is precision feeding or precision animal nutrition. Next, please. And very easy to remember. The short form is PAN, the same as that of the PAN card of income tax. And there are so many tools of PAN. There are so many arms by which the precision animal nutrition functions. First is improving the efficiency of nutrients. That is each grain of feed or fodder fully utilized. Then phase feeding in dairy cattle, the total mixed ration or complete rations. Then substitute the costly ingredients like maize, coconut cake, groundnut cake, with cheaper unconventional feeds. Okay, we will see them in detail. So with this, we're delving deep into the subject. Next, please. And the scope for dairy farming, as far as the agriculture sector in India, the prospects are almost saturated. By taking my state of Kerala, for example, and cattle rearing holds a great promise in Kerala, because it is a highly consumer-oriented state and people are non-vegetarian population. So it's very easy to say that you rear cattle, but you have to provide feeds. And feed has to be, and one of the solutions which precision animal nutrition occurs is to provide feed in the form of complete feeds. Here also, complete feed means concentrate and roughage ingredients powdered, mixed together, and given as the sole source or single source. So here fiber again is limiting. So with the minimum amount of fiber, you prepare a feed that is 25 to 35% NDF. At the same time, such a diet should not cause any harm to the cows. Next, please. And scope, again, I have already told the per capita consumption is only 223 grams per day, while the national average is 290, and high amount of non-vegetarians. But there is acute shortage. If it is in the summer, 5 lakh liters per day. And in the winter and rainy season, where more grass is there, again 1.5 lakh liters. So whatever milk you produce, there are consumers to take it. But where is the land? A rearing of cows require more area of land to cultivate the feed. So the need of the hour is complete feeds. That is concentrate and roughage given together as a ready-made feed and given in the shed of the cows. Next, please. So this is a complete feed or total mixed ration given in the time of 2018 floods in Kerala in Wayanad. Next, please. This complete feed is not a new concept as far as the world is concerned. The definition of complete feed was first coined by the American scientist Owen in 1984. That is 40 years back. That is concentrate and roughage ingredients powdered, mixed together, and given as a single source of feed. In the Western countries, it is mainly corn soya feed. That is, corn is maize and soya is soybean. That is energy and protein feeds. They feed the entire plant. So the concentrate part as well as the roughage part, they will chop by mechanical devices and dispense in the front of the animal. So this technology is actually 40 years old, but it has come up in India over the last 10 years. Only next, please. So all this has to change once Viksit Bharat comes into action. So complete feed definition. It's a quantitative mixture of all dietary ingredients. The definition might sound complex. Nothing but concentrate and roughage ingredients powdered, mixed together, and given as a single or sole source of feed. So many synonyms: complete ration, CR, total mixed ration, or TMR. Actually, total mixed ration is a complete ration in powdered form. Total bed ration is another synonym. Next, please. And so many advantages. Cows selective feeding can be avoided. Synchronization of carbohydrate and protein availability in the rumen. In the conventional feeding, the synchronization is not there. I will show you with the help of a graph later on. So there is a more uniform supply of nutrients, and rumen microbes will produce more microbial protein. Next, please. Next, please. Next slide. This is, so complete feed has been found to increase milk yield. So separate feeding. I think I can just go to the next slide, please, and come back to this. Next slide, please. Yeah. This is a conventional feeding, and this is the time. Early morning, we are giving the concentrate and milking the animal. So the pH, the rumen pH goes down. So concentrate feed, fermented lactic acid is produced, and pH goes down below the critical pH of 5.5. Then after that, the cow is watered, and then roughage or grass is given only by 8:39. For that grass to digest and the acid to be buffered, it takes a long time. So, a considerable period of time, the animal comes below the critical level of pH. But in the total mixed ration or TMR, since there is a synchronous supply of carbohydrate and protein, the pH will almost remain in the normal range of 6.4 to 6.5. Next, kindly just come to the previous slide. Previous slide, just for 1 second. Previous way, yes. So separate feeding, there's a high concentrate intake, low pH that can contribute to subacute ruminal acidosis or SARA. But in complete feed, there is controlled concentrate intake. That is, each bite is uniform. So there is no change in pH and no incidence of subacute ruminal acidosis, as I've already shown with the help of a graph. Next, please. They already shown. Next, please. So that is one advantage, only for synchronous supply of carbohydrate and protein. Then less storage space. The density is inversely proportional to volume. This is a densified complete feed blocks. That is, density is more, volume is less. So less storage space. And it is conducive to bacteria and fungi. More rumen bacteria, more rumen fungi. The chance of subacute ruminal acidosis is also reduced. Next, please. Then fiber in complete feeds. It will, again, I told in the beginning, a complete feed also to provide roughage fiber and total rough fiber in the term neutral detergent fiber or useful fiber or NDF. Maximize production, maintains rumen health, adequate neutral detergent fiber has to ensure that ensures the absorption or buffering of the VFA. The buffering action will increase the rumen pH. That is why the rumen pH will, it's a normality. The incidence of subacute ruminal acidosis will be prevented. Next, please. The advantages I told you. The labor intensive. My state, Kerala, is a state where labor is highly costly. 1,000 to 1,200 rupees per laborer per day. So this complete feed saves labor, saves time spent in the barn, facilitates the use of unconventional feeds. That is, cows can't pick and choose. Unconventional feeds are highly unpalatable, or mostly. So that reduces the feed cost. Next, please. So with how to produce a complete feed, you have to first concentrate on the roughage part. The roughage can either be paddy or green grass. The roughage is procured in bulk. Next, please. Procured in bulk. Next, please. These are pictures. The roughage is powdered and it is taken into the mixer. Next, please. And in the same mixture, this rough powder roughage is coming. In the left-hand side, with the arrow I'm showing, the concentrated ingredients, powder, are also coming into the same mixer. Next, please. These are concentrated ingredients like maize. Next, please. They are put into the underground tunnel. Next, please. They go to the top. Next, please. You see in this channel, the concentrated ingredients, the powdered maize, groundnut cake, soybean meal, etc., will come down, and the powdered roughage ingredients, powdered paddy straw also will come into this, and this is the mixer. Next, please. In the mixer, the ingredients will be uniformly mixed. And to drive the mixer, a 25 HP motor is required. Need not connect it to a tractor in this. This is purely copied from the West. The Kun is a German machine. Actually, this tractor and all is not needed. There they cut the corn, soya and dispense. Actually, only 25 HP motor is required. Next, please. So from the mixer, the concentrate and roughage ingredients, powder, this is actually the TMR. So next, please. They can be going to the blocking machine. Next, please. A blocking machine in the top, in the presence of steam and pressure, it is pressed through dies and it will come down. Next, please. Come down as compressed complete feed blocks. 18 kg block can be bagged. Next, please. This is a picture of how a complete feed block will resemble. Next, please. Next, this is a photograph how it will the block 18 kg block. Next, please. This block has to be crushed and given because most of the in Kerala, then almost all the animals are tethered, so they can't use their horns and feet. Otherwise, if the animal is let loose without a nose rope, it can use its horns, it can use its hoof, and otherwise it has just to crush and feed. Next, please. Cow feeding that. And this an experiment was conducted as part of my PhD research 10 years back at the Veterinary College Manuti. And next, please, under KVASU, an investigation comparing the three different levels minimum crude fiber level 25 to 35, 25, 30, and next, please. Three different levels. Next, please. Three different levels. Yeah, 25, 30, minimum level of fiber. The iso same level of protein, same level of isonitrogenous compared with the conventional, that is concentrate plus green grass to meet the nutrient requirements. Next, please. So there will be 4 treatments. 3 complete feed that was carried out in the cattle farm at Thrissur, Manuti. Next, please. And so total 180 days. Phase 1 early lactation, first 90 days. Phase 2 mid lactation, that is 3 to 6 months. So feed intake, milk yield, reproductive parameters, rumen pH, economics, everything worked out. Just the gist of all this. Next, please. I will say. These are the 3 complete feed, 25, 30, 35% NDF. Next, please. This is the conventional grass plus concentrate. Next, please. That is T4. Is there rations? Early lactation. You see the conventional ingredients only: maize, coconut cake, rapeseed meal, DOR. Then in the roughage component, paddy straw, minimum fiber, 25, 30, and 35% NDF, 14, 21, and 29 kg paddy straw only. Then molasses, all these things, vegetable fat to provide energy in T2 and T3. The paddy straw rich component. This is a T4. 30 kg green grass and concentrate mixture as per the thumb rule for maintenance and production. Next, please. In mid lactation, slightly low milk yield, so we are slightly diluting the ration. Next, please. Ingredients same. So the results we will see of the 4 ration. Next, please. You see the average daily milk yield. Now, all the 3 complete feeds, early, mid lactation, as well as the total lactation, was significantly higher than the conventional. And among the 3 complete feed groups, the T3 had an average milk yield of 12 kg per day, nearly 4.25 kg more than the conventional concentrate plus grass. Next, please. And the income generated per animal per month. This is 2014 figures. All the 3 significantly higher. That is to 14,000 and 10,000. Nearly 4,000 rupees per cow per month was higher in this T4. Next, please. And the formula cost of the ration. At the 2014, the formula cost of an early lactation with 25% feed, formula cost was only 15.37. Okay, next, please. Kerala is a consumer state, so it is supposed to be on the higher side. And then days to first postpartum heat. You see, all the 3 complete feeds, feed fed groups came into feed much earlier. T3, you see 65 days. And all of them, 2 animals in each group. There were 6 animals in each group. They were PD positive within this experimental period of 6 months. Next, please. And the Roman pH in the 6 months, 180 days experiment, the pH never went below the critical level of 5.8. And it was 6.1 only with the 14% paddy straw, 25% NDF. T4, understandable, we are giving 30 kg green grass, so 6.73 pH is understandable only. Next, please. So these are all with conventional. So any feed to become economical, you have to include unconventional. So for energy source, to make instead of maize, we use so many unconventional feeds. Next, please. So many unconventional feeds available in Kerala: pineapple waste, cashew apple waste, jackfruit waste, banana stem waste, powdered, incorporated in complete feeds. Next, please. See, among these, pineapple waste was found to be best. Instead of maize, one third maize replaced by pineapple waste. Roughage component, paddy straw. Base next, please. You see, this paddy straw based complete feed gave a significantly higher milk yield than the conventional complete feed in this experiment of early lactation 90 days. Next, please. And coming to the economics, cost per kg milk produced again lower by nearly 2.5 rupees when compared to the conventional complete feed. Next, please. Apart from energy, protein is also a very critical nutrient. Next, please. Instead of conventional protein, that is soybean meal, rapeseed, coconut, they use so many unconventional feed, tea waste, tapioca leaf meal, pepper waste, coffee husk, all of them are available in Kerala, powdered, mixed together, and incorporated. Next, please. You see the rations without coffee husk, that is the all the proteinaceous contents will be more. And with coffee husk, among those four, the coffee husk was found to be the better. So coffee husk incorporate again one third replacement of protein. Next, please. And please note, please once again for the previous slide. One second. This was a grass-based rations. Previous or any roughage you can give. Previous two ones were paddy straw based. This one we did it with grass-based. Next, please. Hybrid Napier. Grass-based. We developed a home fabricated mixer in 2018. But in the 2018 floods, this mixer got destroyed. Next, please. This is the Keva. So this was a photograph. The grass chopped and fed. This is pure TMR, Pakka TMR, concentrated ingredients mix, grass mixed together and given as a single source. So since it is grass, you cannot, the fermentative activity, the grass will become spoiled in 3 to 4 hours. So every day you have to mix it. Grass has to be, this concentrated ingredient, you have to keep the mix and powder, you can keep for 2 to 3 weeks. Grass you have to mix daily. Next, please. And the daily milk yield. Here again, the two groups without coffee husk and with coffee husk were statistically similar, and numerically it was lower. The coffee husk 20% incorporated was lower. Next, please. Numerically only, but the cost per kg gain was 3 rupees less in the coffee husk. Sorry, feed cost. Feed cost was nearly 2 rupees less in D2, but the cost per kg milk production. Again, the milk production was also lower. But though it could reduce the feed cost, the performance couldn't be replicated as such in milk production. Maybe a lower level of 10% or 7.5% or even 15% could have been sufficed. Next, please. The reasons and all we can discuss if time permits in the discussion. So finally to conclude, so complete feed, minimum level of fiber 25 to 35, among these 35 is the best. So incorporate, to be on the safer side, you can incorporate buffers such as sodium, but always going for bulk production. If grass is available, you can go in. Then paddy straw can be produced in bulk from the paddy cultivation. So much of paddy straw in Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh is burnt. That paddy straw can be brought to places like Kerala. They can store it in bulk silos, powdered and incorporated in complete feeds, and you can provide a ready-made feed for cows in especially places like Kerala. Next, please. And also in the capital, national capital region and the metros where there is high demand for milk. Then another technology of this precision animal nutrition is soy milk. Nobody is giving milk to the calf because it is highly unremunerative. So we have tried soya milk from soybean seeds to extract soya. We extract soya milk and is a milk replacer for calves. Next, please. So calf rearing is highly neglected. So nobody is giving milk. First 3 to 4 months, we definitely have to feed whole milk to the calf at the rate of 1/10, 1/15, and 1/20th of the body weight during the first, second, and third month of age. So as a milk replacer, we are thinking of we thought of soy milk and we devised that technology also. Next, please. How this much of calf milk should be fed to a calf. So soy milk is a 50%. We cannot replace the mother's milk. Maa ka doodh, uska substitute nahi. 50% replacement for whole milk. that experiment we tried out. Next, please. And how to extract the soya milk from soybean. Then the composition almost similar. Dry matter content slightly lower, protein content higher on dry matter basis than cow milk. Fat content is low, so even people who are having cardiac ailments can keep. Next, please. Technology that is soybean seeds soaked overnight, cooked in a pressure cooker, diluted with water, grinding, sieving, you get the soy milk. You just boil it to 100 degree C, then cool it to room temperature and give to the cows. Next, please. There's the soybean seeds soaked overnight, ground in, then sieved, then this milk, that just like the cow milk, it can be fed to cows. Next, please. Two different, we tried at 50% and 25% level of incorporation. The other group without soy milk. Next, please. Partial milk replacer. You see the T2 and T3, the soy milk incorporated groups, the low cost per kg gain. Next, please. Again, graphical representation. Cost per kg gain, 50% soy milk replacement. You see the difference nearly more than 200 rupees. It is lower. Next, please. So many farmers have developed this very easy to adopt technology, and one farmer Shaji in Chadayamangalam in Kerala has incorporated that. Next, please. From soy milk. Next, please. This is soybean seeds, soy milk. These photographs of Shaji. I think in YouTube also it is there. If you want, I will share the link also. Next, please. And what is the economics? From 100 gram beans, you get 800 gram milk. At that time, 1 kg soybean in 2017, this 40 rupees. At time, 5 rupees only it costed 1 kg soy milk. And the cost of cow milk was 48 rupees in Kerala in 2017. Now, cost of soybean seed not 40, it is 48 to 52. But still, you get milk in the ratio of 1:8 from bean. So highly economical. Next, please. Next, please. Next slide, please. Hello. Jitendra, can you please move on to the next slide? Yes. So another technology of precision animal is incorporation of unconventional. What all unconventional feeds you can incorporate to the extent possible, 10 to 20%. Tamarind seed, neem seed. I'm not going into the details of each one. That is there. The PPT will be shared by the organizers. Next, please. So many, some are rich in energy, some are rich in protein. Then this is beer waste or spent brewer's grain. Beer is prepared from grains like barley. From a grain is fermented and the alcohol is prepared, and the residue that is rich in protein, rich in energy, protein energy rich product that can be incorporated in cattle feed. Also, it is available in vacuum packed bags. You can see next, please. There's a picture of Sven Brewer's grain we analyzed in our laboratory, commonly known as beer waste. So many byproduct feeds. Next, please. Next, please. There you see rich in protein. 1 second, please. Just rich in protein, rich in soluble carbohydrate, rich in energy. Next, please. Next, please. The previous slide, please. In lactating dairy. Next slide, please. Previous one. Previous. We tried it in poultry, in cattle and all. I already told you. In poultry, again, both protein and energy are costly. 10 to 20% in poultry broiler rations. We incorporated spent brewer's grain with and without enzymes. Next, please. And you see 3 and 5, that is the incorporated level with enzymes. They showed the maximum profit. Next, please. Now, many of the poultry feed manufacturers, they are adding this. Tapioca starch waste, that is rich in energy. Next, please. Maize flour or maize starch extract after extraction of starch, rich in energy. Next, please. Maize bran, the outer covering of the grain, rich in B complex vitamins, increase the milk yield. Next, please. And keep all these byproducts starting from spent brewers grains to bees. All these are wet products. So keeping quality without exposure under anaerobic on 20 days. Then minimum trample down with to the extent possible 10 to 12. Simply kept in the atmosphere means 2 to 3 days. That is, you can 48 hours. So excessive feeding can result in diarrhea, indigestion, laminitis, and infertility. Next, please. And the solution, indigestion, soda bicarb, sodium bicarbonate, 60 gram twice daily. Infertility, you give mineral mixture. Now the manufacturers, they themselves are giving this soda bicarb and mineral mixture as a package, free of cost, to ensure the market. Next, please. Another formulation, the spent brewers grains, then maize powder, that is not maize powdered and given, then corn cobs after removal of the grain, then tobacco starch waste, soybean meal 100%. This mixture 6 plus 6 each, 12 kg for a cow, yielding 15 kg of milk alone. Apart from that, next please. Only 5 kg straw they are given. So many unconventional feeds, just going through the pictures without wasting any time. Next, please. Tea waste, I already told you. Level of incorporations, cattle, pig. Next, please. Rubber seed cake, common cattle, 30 and 20 cattle and pig. Next, please. Rubber seed rich in protein. Tapioca leaf meal, rich in protein. On New Year's Eve, you might have heard of an incidence of tapioca leaf meal, tapioca skin poisoning in Kerala. If you're interested, I will send you the newspaper and social media reports in English also. Tapioca chips, rich in energy. Next, please. Then banana stem waste, I told you which we tried as an energy-rich feed. 15 kg can be any part of all parts of the banana are edible. 15 kg per day in a cow. Next, please. Coffee husk, we tried as a protein-rich supplement in total mixed ration for lactating dairy cows. 20% it can be incorporated in cattle, but I think to be on the safer side, 7.5 or 10 or 15%, because coffee husk contains an anti-nutritional factor, caffeine. It reduces the feed intake. So that might have reduced the milk yield and the profit when we incorporated at 20%, maybe 12, 10, 12 or 15% would have been better in hindsight. Next, please. Jackfruit, again, rich in soluble carbohydrate, rich in energy, 15 kg per day can be given to a cow. Next, please. Jackfruit seeds, rich in energy, 30% can be given to cattle and goats. Next, please. Using solar dryer or under the sun, they dry the jackfruit seeds and they peel off the skin just like an exoskeleton in crustaceans like prawn or lobster or shrimp. They're removing the outer covering and using it rich in protein as well as energy. Next, please. As they are using a solar dryer. Next, please. Solar, again, unconventional feeds. On a dry matter basis, it contains 25% crude protein, 20-25% in cows. But the problem is that nearly 87.5% is water. Next, please. So the dry matter content is very less. Please note that this 25% crude protein is on dry matter basis. Next, please. Next, please. Next slide, please. Kindly move to the next slide, please. Then coir pith, coconut pith, rich in soluble carbohydrate, rich in energy, can be incorporated in 20% in cows. So many questions are coming in chat. I will answer all the questions providing the organizers are willing. Next, please. It is almost finished. Mango seed kernel. The mango flesh is removed. The mango seed kernel. It is rich in 26% good protein, 10-20% incorporated in cows. Next, please. Tamarind seed meal, rich in energy and protein also, 14% good protein. Next, please. Pepper waste, pepper protein is there, energy is there, and stimulates feed intake and increases the appetite. You must have seen about the stomachic mixtures prescribed in various dispensaries all over India. one of the principal ingredients is pepper. It increases the appetite. Um, Next, please. For indigestion, we keep. You cannot sheath nowadays. Plastic and paper is banned. Disposable paper cups, plastic cups, everything is banned. So, as an alternative, everywhere in Kerala they are going for cups and glasses based on arecanut sheet. So many residues be coming. It is rich in fiber, 40% crude fiber, so it can be used as a substitute for paddy straw. But the drawback is that if it is given in excess, it decreases the feed intake. Up to 20 to 30%, no problem. 25%, no problem. Chopped, mixed, and fed with paddy straw. So, very good substitute for paddy straw. Next, please. Then sugarcane bagasse is a byproduct of manufacture of sugar or from sugarcane. You get sugarcane bagasse. It is rich in protein as well. It is rich in energy, even though protein is less. You get rich in fiber also. It can be used as a replacement for paddy straw. Very good replace. So many Ayur next place. Kerala is the home of Ayurvedic, and India is the land of Charaka and Shushruta. Just as our Honorable Dean CVS Ayodhya was saying in his inaugural speech, I listened to all those and I got logged out, unfortunately, at the time of my speech. Next speech. So, from the way manufacture of various Ayurvedic pharmaceutic residues, Ayurvedic pharmaceuticals, sorry, we get residues, whether it is kashayam, lekyam, or kritam, thailam, we get residues. They are rich in protein, they are rich in energy, they can be rich in fiber, they can be incorporated in ruminant feeds. Next, please. There's the proximate analysis. Among these, Panchagavi Gridam was found to be best. You see the protein content, 45% crude protein, and the fiber also on the higher side, nearly 35% of NDF. Next, please. And 10 to 20%. For 5 different residues have been tried out. 10 to 20% levels want to be the optimum. Next, please. I will take an example of one of the gridams. This is without the gridam residue. This is 10 and 20%. As you see, the cost per kg gain, significant reduction in the cost per kg gain, 10 and 20%. At 10%, it is still better when compared to the unsupplemented control. Next, please. So, among these, Kashayam, Thailam, Lekyam, Ghritam was found to be the best because Ghritam is a ghee based product. So, you're adding fat. So, it is rich in fat, rich in energy, the highest in energy. Okay, next, please. Kritam was so many Kritam we have tried. Saraswati Kritam, which we use for Saraswati Pujas, Tiktaka Kritam, Brahmi Kritam, Intugrada Kritam. All you see the protein content. In all these, more than 20% protein is actually a protein supplement. It is rich in fiber also, rich in soluble carbohydrate also. Next, please. And in vitro study was carried out to study the different rhythms. Next, please. And based on the in vitro study and the metabolic metabolizable energy, the digestible organic matter content, and the in vitro degradable nitrogen content, the rhythms were scored. And the Brahmi rhythm, which obtained the maximum total score, was studied in the previous study, and those results were shown previously. Next, please. And these are the economics. Again, another rhythm is the 10 and 20%, significantly lower than the unsupplemented control. Next, please. And Tiktaka Kritam residue, another residue. Apart from those 4, this residue also we have tried out. And next, please. Sukumara Kritam residue. This residue high in protein, 20 more than is a protein supplement, high in fat, more than 10% fat, high in fiber also. It is a good taste and highly palatable, having a smell of burfi. This also was experimented by my student last year. Next, please. So from Thailand, we are currently testing the rhythms, 5 different rhythms we tried, and now Thailand Kotam Chukadi, Thailand residue, we are trying out now. That in vivo trial is currently going on in Malabari courts. Next, please. At 10 and 20% levels, and in all the 5 studies conducted up to now, 10% was found to be better when compared to 20%. Next, please. Then another study, again unconventional feeds, raw banana peel silage incorporation in Malabari kids. Kerala is the land of chips. From banana you make banana chips. And from banana chips, so much of banana peel is wasted. But that has got a keeping value, or keeping quality of only maximum 1 to 2 days or maximum 48 hours. So if you can convert that peel into silage, that can be given as an unconventional feed for ruminants, especially kids and cows. Next, please. From the banana peel, the silage was prepared. This is the picture of the peel. Next, please. There's chopped banana peel filled in plastic buckets, 45 days. Assess the silage quality. The first time we assessed 45 days, different days we opened and assessed. Next day, next please. And we found that 21 to 48 days is the best silage. Different types of additives, banana peel alone, 0.5% urea, 1% salt. Banana peel was plus 3% jaggery was found to be the optimum. That is 21 to 48, 28 days. 45 days need not wait. Okay, next please. 3 weeks, 21 days is enough. This is how the silage will resemble. Banana peel silage with the jaggery. Next please. The characteristics is yellowish brown, color, fruity smell, no mole growth. 3.9 is optimum pH of silage. You know, is 4.2. You have got 3.9. Okay, that's very good. 3.8 to 4.2 is the pH of silage, grass silage. You know, next please. And the chemical composition is diameter basis. It is you see the banana peel and you see the banana peel silage. Protein content is almost preserved, and the soluble carbohydrate content again preserved. So very good quality nutritive value silage you are getting from banana peel. Next, please. And the economics: 100 gram silage per kg dry matter and 200 gram silage per kg dry matter. Cost per kg gain lowest in 100 gram per kg dry matter. This per kg dry matter and all very difficult for a layman farmer. So what to do? Next slide, please. How much silage? 1 kg fresh banana peel silage can be given per day in case of goats. And 21 to 28 days, the average you can take 24 days. Banana peel with 3% jaggery. It can be used as an alternate livestock feed. Next slide, please. And some general recommendations. With this, I'm signing off. Next, please. Fodder, I told you, India is short in fodder, Kerala is severely short in fodder. So cultivate fodder as a mission. Only 4% of the cultivable land is used. So you can use the fodder, especially in other states. Kerala is a highly densely populated state. Kerala is difficult. But if you cultivate the fodder, you can use it. How? 60 kg green grass can replace 1 kg concentrate. Concentrate is very costly. Paddy straw in state like Kerala, it is highly costly, 1821 rupees per kg paddy straw, which is burnt in places like Haryana, Punjab, and Uttar Pradesh, and causing environmental pollution in the NCR. 6 to 8 kg of legume fodder, like sort of type, can replace 1 kg of concentrate. And for this, if you cultivate grass, this costly paddy straw, 4 to 5 kg of green grass can replace 1 kg of paddy straw on a dry matter basis. So cultivate grass as a mission. That is one of the take-home messages from this. Next, please. Going to conclude in 1 or 2 minutes. So local bodies, cooperatives, they can take the lead. Then the paradox is in the second bullet. Those who don't have the land, they are not willing to cultivate. Those who are willing to cultivate, they don't have the land. So what to do? Those who have the land, they please give the land to cultivate. So other farmers, so those who are willing can cultivate in their own land or lease land. Okay. Other farmers, they are provided ready grass you provide on payment, 4 rupees or 450. Also, even if space is not available in coconut gardens, intercultivation. But hybrid northern red Napier is not possible. You can cultivate other varieties like Guinea and Congo signal, which are having comparatively. Even in waterlogged areas, in marshy areas, grasses like paragrass and legumes like desmanthus can be cultivated. Next, please. Then excess of green fodder. Excess can be cultivated into silage and hay. Then enforce land registration laws. Enhance cultivation of paddy. Please, 1 second. Please, the previous slide. Almost over. Previous slide, please. 1 or 2 slides only. If paddy is cultivated, then only paddy straw is available. That paddy straw can be cultivated, can be collected in bulk and incorporated in complete feed or densified complete feed blocks. And next, please. Some general recommendations. Then outlook, in the beginning itself, I told that 80 to 90% are smallholder farmers. That outlook should change from that of a subsidiary enterprise or a small scale to that of a commercial enterprise involving large volumes of product, more volume, more profit. So the end, then I told you that India is having a higher demographic dividend. That is a young population from the age 20 to 50. That is highest in the whole world. So the younger generation should be made to enjoy and adopt dairying as a profession. Anything you enjoy, you don't feel the pain. I always tell my students, you enjoy and study rather than enduring. If you endure, you won't enjoy. You will feel the pain. So again, to best thing is to catch them young. And still, parents are very much interested in the studies of their children. So agriculture and animal husbandry should be made compulsory subjects at high school level. Next, please. Next, please. And then only if only interest can be generated. Then dairy farmers who toil hard and achieve success should be recognized. So their status in society is elevated. So more and more people they will take up to dairying as a profession. Then burden on the shoulder of dairy farmers should be reduced. For that, you can think of the Gujarat pattern, where in Gujarat, where the land of Amul and Apcos, where feed and treatment are provided at the doorstep, at the their fingertips. And farmer need only worry about care and management. That has to come in the whole of India. Next, please. And special districts like Wayanad and which are endowed with plenty of green fodder, conducive to dairying, for them special schemes you can think of where grasslands are there. Next, please. Then cultivate fodder. That fodder cultivation can be taken as a mission. All those things. Then categorization of farmers into APL, below poverty line, above poverty line. That categorization should go off. Then male calf. You should not neglect the male. Okay, the cattle is the only species where males are neglected. If you rear the male calf, you can give it for meat. And India is the principal producer of buffalo meat. So don't neglect the male calf. If you don't not able to give milk, you think of soy milk. Next, please. So what is the future? Future can think of organic feeds and organic milk using chelated minerals. Chelated minerals over the last 10, 15 years, chelated agreement food and all you are familiar. That is the minerals plus organic acids like amino acids or propionic acid, any organic acid. And feed which is feed of adulterants and contaminants like dirt, rat, feed of toxic chemicals like lead, arsenic, mercury. Then insecticide and pesticide feed. That is our future. Next, please. So, what is finally to conclude? Let me say that if right and positive constructive steps are taken by the governments, that is both the central and state government, the local self-governments, the panchayats, the cooperative societies, the veterinary universities, and the non-government organizations or NGOs, what can be done? The ultimate beneficiaries or the farmers or the armed army, if all of them work hand in hand, the challenges are not minimal. I am not minusculing the challenges, but we can surmount the challenges. Hogi Kamya can surmount the challenges, and the dairy sector can be developed into a promising sector whereby the sustenance and livelihood of the farmers can be ensured. Next, please. Next, please. So that we can develop our livestock sector in which we are currently number one in the world. But we cannot rest on our laurels. We should give our helping hand to our country, or Bharat Mata, our Honorable Prime Minister, in making our nation a developed nation by 2047. Let me quote by stating the words of our Honorable Prime Minister of a vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047, that is in the next 23 years, develop a vision Bharat. We cannot stop, we cannot rest on our laurels by saying that we are the first producer in milk, we are the highest cattle. We cannot stop until this dream of Viksit Bharat is accomplished. With this, I conclude my presentation. Thank you so much for your patient hearing. Thank you for the organizers for giving me an opportunity, and thank you for listening to me. And extremely sorry for the technical glitches on my side. Thank you. Dhanyavad. God bless you all. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable lecture. Now there are a few questions from audience. So Sanchit Singh is asking that I want to open an animal feed factory in future. What are the challenges one faces in animal nutrition startup? How to tackle them and how to apply scientific knowledge on animal nutrition on commercial basis? Hello.
Hello, audible, sir?
I think there are some technical
Audi-
glitches. So, sir can share his presentation with the organizers and they can ask their questions if he'll share email ID or something like that.
Definitely. I think some technical
So,
issues
yeah.
there.
So that was all about today's event. Now, at last but not the least, on behalf of Vital Biotech Agriculture Forum for Technical Education of Farming Society Kota, College, College of Veterinary Sciences and Animal Husbandry, Acharya Narendra Dev University of Agriculture and Technology, Kumarganj, Ayodhya, and the entire organizing team, I deliver my heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers and participants for joining this international training come workshop program and being so patient and attentive throughout the session. Thank you all. Have a great evening.
ये हैंग कर दिए।
I think something issue is there.